It's an anguish that I can't even imagine. I have chills you just recounting the stories that you did. And they did relate to you that they are afraid their voices aren't being heard. Do they feel that they're getting adequate support from the US government?
They're not sure of that, but I'll tell you one thing. They walked away from that session. I watched these senators and congressmen hug these people, and they hadn't been hugged. And to stand there and listen to testimony, to listen to the stories and the experiences, and to share their commitment for the first time ever, not only do they feel heard, but they feel like someone important, that someone significant is on their side and doing everything they can to get them out of Gaza, to get them out of harm's way and bring them home. They're holding up these signs. And another thing that I deeply regret is that there are several people that were up there with me, standing around me, begging me to take the stage. And I have to, it's Sophie's choice. It's that movie. I have to decide, you get to be heard and you don't. I wish no one to ever have that responsibility. But I made sure that every poster of every individual could be seen on camera, because in the end, if they are, that family member is still alive. If they get seen and they get heard, that maybe that family member will be found. So I did not want to do this interview. I did not find this appropriate. I wanted other people to engage you because I'm just a cog in this. I'm the least significant person there. But they asked me to do this because they want their family members to be heard through me. And that's why I try to tell you these stories. And I don't do it justice. And I probably will regret having this conversation. But I want to tell everyone who's listening that you don't die if your voice is still heard. You don't disappear if they see your face and if you get to tell your story. And that the unspeakable tragedies that happened on October 7th, for so many people, 1,400 people, they're over. But for these 240 families, of which 170 were in that room, October 7th happens every single day. And I wish us not to ever forget that, because there's a lot of pain and suffering that's happened since then. And we all grieve for any mother who has to bury a child. But for every mom and dad, for every brother and sister, for every husband and wife and child who has to relive it, not knowing what has happened to their family members, that's, I think, the definition of hell. And these people certainly did not deserve it. And we have to do everything we can to help them bring their family members home.